Picture this: the serene canals of Venice, Italy, choked with private yachts and buzzing with private jets. A 3-day extravaganza so lavish it cost over $50 million. A guest list dripping with A-list powerhouses: Oprah Winfrey, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, Bill Gates, and even Ivanka Trump. This wasn't a movie premiere or a Met Gala. This was Jeff Bezos' wedding to Lauren Sánchez, and it's ignited a firestorm that's still burning. But when Rosie O'Donnell, the outspoken comedian living in self-imposed exile in Ireland, unleashed a scathing poem slamming the gross excess of it all, the internet lost its mind. And she didn't stop there. She took a shocking swipe at Oprah, questioning her moral compass for even showing up. Buckle up, because this story is a wild ride of wealth, celebrity shade, and a city pushed to its breaking point. A wedding or a billionaire circus. On June 26, 2025, the world's fourth richest man, Jeff Bezos, kicked off a 3-day wedding spectacle to former journalist and pilot Lauren Sánchez on the picturesque island of San Giorgio Maggiore, just across from Venice's iconic St. Mark's Square. With a reported net worth of $220 billion, Bezos spared no expense. The event, estimated at a jaw-dropping $50 million, featured a rehearsal dinner, extravagant parties, and a ceremony that turned Venice into a billionaire playground. A-list guests like Oprah Winfrey, decked out in a vibrant red dress, and Leonardo DiCaprio, ever the Hollywood heartthrob, were ferried across canals in luxury taxi boats. The Kardashian-Jenner clan, Mick Jagger, Tom Brady, and even Bill Gates rubbed elbows, posing for photos that screamed Vogue cover. But while the elite sipped champagne, Venice locals seethed, and Rosie O'Donnell lit the match that set the controversy ablaze. In a blistering 440-word poem titled Jeff's Wedding, posted on her Substack, O'Donnell didn't hold back. The Bezos wedding. It turned my stomach seeing all these billionaires gathering in the gross excess of it all. The show of it, she wrote. She painted a vivid picture of a circus of wealth on steroids, accusing the attendees of posing for photos forgetting themselves. In their designer outfits, ready for a Vogue cover. A spot on ET. But the real bombshell? Her direct attack on Oprah Winfrey, one of America's most beloved figures. Is Oprah friends with Jeff Bezos? Really? How is that possible? He treats his employees with disdain. By any metric, he is not a nice man, O'Donnell fumed, questioning how Oprah, with her $3.1 billion fortune and reputation for empathy, could align herself with the Amazon mogul. She didn't stop there. She took a personal jab at Sánchez, calling her a fake fembot wife, while praising Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, as awesome for her philanthropy and role as the mother of his 4 children. Hollywood divided. The media exploded with O'Donnell's rant. Outlets like Variety, TMZ, and the Daily Beast plastered her poem across headlines, with some calling it a bold stand against wealth inequality and others labeling it a jealous tirade. Rosie O'Donnell slams Jeff Bezos' fembot wife, Lauren Sánchez, in wild rant, screamed a Daily Mail headline, while Entertainment Weekly noted her poem as a cry against a world devoid of humanity. Social media platforms, especially X, amplified the drama. Rosie O'Donnell criticizes Oprah for attending Jeff Bezos' wedding, citing his treatment of workers. #Bezos wedding, posted at ScreenSourced, while at Zsharf quoted her directly. It turned my stomach seeing these billionaires gathering in the gross excess of it all. The hashtag Bezos wedding trended as users debated whether O'Donnell was a voice of reason or just bitter. Not everyone sided with Rosie. Some ex-users pushed back hard. $50 million. Hiring people for hotels, wedding planners, catering, photography, security, flights, all Bezos does is make people money, argued at Paxhart, suggesting the wedding was a boon for local economies. Others, like at Mark_Trammell, echoed the sentiment. If they spent $50 million on a wedding, it sounds to me like job creation, work for planners, florists, venue staff, caterers. But the backlash wasn't just online. Venice locals took to the streets, protesting the disruption caused by the influx of private jets, yachts, and security teams that clogged their city. One resident told the Daily Beast, "The ultra-rich are untouchable, and it's always been that way here." They come, they disrupt, they leave. The protests turned the wedding into a symbol of excess at a time when economic inequality is a global flashpoint. Charlize Theron, another Hollywood heavyweight, joined the fray with a biting comment at her Charlize Theron Africa Outreach Project event in Los Angeles. "I think we might be the only people who did not get an invite to the Bezos wedding, but that's okay, because they suck and we're cool," she quipped, drawing laughs but also fueling the narrative that not every star was dazzled by Bezos' display. Even Mia Farrow chimed in subtly, posting a photo of Mackenzie Scott on X with the caption, "How awesome is Mackenzie Scott?" Jeff Bezos' first wife and mother of his 4 children. The shade was unmistakable. Why this hits so hard? To understand why O'Donnell's words cut so deep, you need to look at the bigger picture. Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder, has long been a lightning rod for criticism. His company's labor practices, allegations of grueling warehouse conditions, anti-union tactics, and low wages for low-level employees have made him a villain in the eyes of many. Reports from outlets like the New York Times have detailed Amazon workers' struggles, with some claiming they were penalized for taking breaks or faced unsafe conditions. O'Donnell's claim that Bezos treats his employees with disdain taps into this narrative, amplifying public frustration with billionaires who flaunt their wealth while workers struggle. Her praise for Mackenzie Scott, who's donated billions to charity since her 2019 divorce from Bezos, draws a stark contrast. Scott's philanthropy has earned her widespread admiration, making her a foil to Bezos' image as a ruthless capitalist. O'Donnell's own story adds fuel to the fire. Once a daytime TV darling, she's no stranger to controversy. Her outspoken nature has led to public feuds with figures like Donald Trump, whom she famously clashed with in the 2000s. Her decision to leave the U.S. for Ireland after Trump's re-election in 2024, as reported by Variety, paints her as someone unafraid to take a stand, even if it isolates her. Living in Ireland, far from Hollywood's glitz, gives her an outsider's perspective, which she channels into her poetry. Her Substack, where she posted Jeff's wedding, has become a platform for her unfiltered takes, and this poem, laced with raw anger and moral outrage, struck a nerve. Then there's Oprah. Her presence at the wedding shocked many, given her public image as a champion of the underdog. Her friendship with Bezos, who's faced years of criticism for Amazon's practices, raised eyebrows. O'Donnell's question: is Oprah friends with Jeff Bezos? Really? How is that possible? Echoes a broader sentiment. How can someone who built a career on empathy cozy up to a billionaire with such a controversial track record? It's a question that sparked heated debates on X, with users like @DrFlow316 posting, "Rosie O'Donnell calls out Oprah and sickened by Jeff Bezos' lavish wedding."